Hello.
Hey there.
Howdy. How you doing? What you guys doing? Also, again, thank you for that bet.
What's that?
I said thank you for the bet.
Oh, no problem.
More likely you getting it out of her.
Please don't start doing this to me again.
Too late.
My wildlife is on in the background for some odd reason.
The aspects have returned. Guard against chaos!
Yeah, it's still launching in the background.
Okay. Who are we still missing?
Tortoise is on his way.
I fixed my problem. I was launching in the background.
Ved, really?
Yeah. There's no saving you guys.
Touche, I guess.
Actually, wait. There is. Yeah, Warlock Gate.
We can summon you back
I
up.
was set to follow, and then I look over, I'm like, why am I in free fall? I actually chased her off the ledge.
If Ved goes off a cliff, it's
Oh, that's so
follow.
funny. If
I
I'm not
follow,
paying attention, I'll go anywhere.
Test.
Pass.
Tickles. metals I forged wonders that would shape the world. After millennia unattended, they have become unruly. It will take a strong will to ensure their obedience.
I was also from experimentation. One that your previous incarnation attempted to destroy.
You are of my blood. The fact you have the strength to survive proves it. Flame and shadow, both powerful, influential forces. Combined becomes something even greater. Learn to harness them together, and no force can oppose you.
Nobody's spoken yet.
Pretty quiet.
Oh,
Everyone's contemplating life.
I'm playing
Well-
the fact that I was right last week.
I was gonna say, was that too much for someone?
I think Neutrino's sound wasn't working. Her Discord was not working.
Group set up right now or no?
Pay attention to your group.
I was in group 1, you jerk.
Alright, let's go. Oh, did I click myself? I think I did.
Yeah.
Hang on, Rin
Sorry, I'm back.
in the room yet.
Our son was procrastinating going to bed.
It doesn't get any better when they're teens.
True. At least they can put themselves down, though, and don't ask you to let them go to the bathroom.
Here's a beer, leave me alone.
There's a
We
what?
good?
Here's a
Oh.
beer, leave me alone.
So odds are blue, evens are green.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mortal pests! Fuel for my inferno!
Why would I be closer to the boss?
Watch wave.
Dodge tornadoes fire. Directly.
Advances.
Watch wave.
Dodge tornadoes fire. Get ready to stack fire. Void, get ready to run.
This blade will burn!
And swap. Three-handed survive while swapping.
Watch orb.
Advances.
Void dodge orbs Coming in.
AoE is incoming.
Switching. Switching.
Watch wave.
Fire dodge.
Molten destruction!
Fire.
Watch wave.
Fire needs to slow down slightly.
This blade will burn!
That. Fire.
Consumed.
Brad, go ahead and come up.
Watch wave.
Need some more on Shadow. Behind, just slightly.
Bomb.
Watch orb.
Void dodge.
AoE is incoming.
Okay, here we go.
Get to the middle.
Edo, will you have your rush totem ready? You're dead.
I have my favorite.
Withering shade.
Go in hero.
Thing.
Blistering twilight.
Bombs out.
Shadows erupt.
Oh, get one in the front. Try to watch out for the orbs melee. There's gonna be a lot of them.
Withering shade.
Into
Back.
soak.
Burning darkness
I don't have to use your
consumes
ring.
all.
Okay, sound.
Withering shade. Blistering twilight.
Bombs up.
Shadows erupt.
I can push this. Oh, it's the middle one.
One person.
Withering shade.
In.
Burning darkness.
I got the stamp.
Consumes all. Withering shade. Blistering twilight.
Bombs out.
Shadows erupt.
Dodge orbs.
A withering shade. Burning darkness.
Silex, Opti stamp.
Run.
A pitiful attempt.
They were pretty high on stacks at the point.
Withering shade. Blistering twilight.
Bombs up.
Shadows erupt.
For this one.
A pitiful attempt. Withering shade. A pit. Burning darkness consumes all.
Oh.
That is it for those who weren't here last night.
Ours is a solemn burden.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Mortal pests! Fuel for my inferno!
Wall.
Watch wave.
That's Tornado's fight.
Molten destruction!
Avoid dodge circles.
Watch wave.
Fire dodge tornadoes.
I see you hitting me. Tornado.
This blade will burn!
Fire all of it. Everyone run to the other side.
Watch orb.
Advances.
Shadow dodge orb.
AoE is
Merge stack.
White start running away. Rain aura as we're going across.
Watch wave.
Fire dodge.
Molten destruction! Consumed!
Watch wave.
Dodge grenade.
This blade will burn!
Nope. Reset. Bring the balls together. Just reset.
Return.
Why are we losing people?
Watch wave.
I stood in a bomb and I died.
Consumed!
Not in a bomb, in one of the
Target view.
molten liver.
Watch orb.
Yeah, that happened last time. I was trying to soak it, and I was at half-life. It's like, yeah, it just killed me.
Well, when I went in, I was at full health. It's just a dot keeps ticking
Aspects
off on
watch
me.
over
And
you.
you took damage.
Yep. And with that, which one that was, you also had the reduced health still from Shadow side.
Warlock. Sorry, can I get the Warlock again?
The Warlock portal?
Gate?
You're cutting out. I heard the word
The
portal.
Warlock Gate, yes.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Okay.
I was wondering if it was just me hearing cutting.
No.
I'm messing with the sensitivity because of the
5,
dog
4,
background.
3, 2, 1.
Mortal pests! Fuel for my inferno!
Watch wave.
Fire tornado.
Molten destruction!
Disruption.
Watch wave.
Fire tornado. Fire gray soak.
This blade will burn!
rises.
Shadow dodge orbs.
AoE is in.
Shadow move. Everyone swap. Use defenses as you're moving.
Watch wave.
Shadow tornado. Bring up this quickly.
Molten destruction!
Watch wave.
Fire that. Swap.
Watch wave.
Flame! Molten destruction!
That'll be about 52%. Bring up crack.
Shadow and flame awaken. Withering shade.
Bombs ready to mount.
Blistering twilight.
Out.
The thing?
Yep, do the thing.
Shadows erupt.
This far. Dodge orbs.
Withering shade. Burning darkness.
I have this stamp.
Consumes all.
Here's the shout.
Withering shade. Blistering twilight.
Out.
Shadows erupt.
Clean soak. Dodge orb.
Withering shade. Burning darkness consumes all.
Crack shout. Use health stones if you have still. Okay, him.
Withering shade. Blistering twilight.
10 seconds, what do you want?
Get Grack up. Captain here.
Shadows erupt.
Soaks. Dodge orb.
Withering shade. Burning darkness consumes all.
Run. If you have self-healing, use it. Reposition.
Withering
Okay,
shade.
salve.
Blistering twilight.
It's not taunting again, I don't know why.
Shadows erupt.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't taunt, I've tried twice.
Withering
Oh, here we go.
shade. A pit of burning darkness consumes all. A pitiful attempt.
Alright.
The secrets that Shadow
Super
Flame
clean kill.
holds.
There is no denying its strength, but it seems too dangerous to truly control.
You possess the will to master it, my son.
My staff!
Imagine what you
Oh my
can
God.
accomplish. 'Cause 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 'cause
Here's to never getting the staff off of Keurig in the last.
I didn't even roll on that one.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'll still be fighting you for the one on the shop.
This is the one I wanted. I don't need any more.
Oh, okay.
That's my well. Stat wise, it's best in slot. The proc one is still the one that's sought after, but I'm happy.
Come on, freedom me.
You're not allowed to. No freedoms for anyone. You'll get a disease spell.
Alright, I just got BOE cloth shoulders.
Right.
People who are interested, roll please.
You can put them up for a roll so we can.
Yeah,
see
do the
them.
exclamation roll space item.
Those are nice ones.
Oh, those look cool.
I had such high hopes for the track team.
Yeah, I was honestly tempted to keep them just for the transmog.
Just another disappointment.
Those things hurt.
Wrathian must succeed where they fail.
Yeah, thank you
and
for
carry
saving me a
on
second.
my vision.
You also died before I got there.
Yeah, I know.
So
Now there you go.
one tank may not have enough.
It was the ooze that killed me.
When
Same
does
damage, same burst.
when does the Crucible open? In 2 weeks?
The 13th or 14th, something like that.
13. Spread out.
Can't do it until out of combat.
Those are cool looking shoulders.
Yeah. My problem right now is if I equip them, I break my force set, so I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do.
Well, just keep them in your
Yeah.
bags until you can
That-
convert them.
That's why I
Well, I'm-
rolled. Because I already
I'm-
broke my force set.
Imagine having a force set.
I'll transmog them when I get a second. Or the ability to do so.
I got the chest piece for it too.
I wonder what that looks like.
I'm wearing it right now.
Congratulations. It was my honor to evaluate the development of Neltharium's
The
Drax.
only difference on this fight is
Unfortunately, they were too volatile to control. But
okay, there are two
where
differences.
others see
One,
failure, I
when
see
we
opportunity.
do a dispel,
This
it's
early
summoned
attempt at creating
an
Drac
erratic
yielded the
remnant,
subject too violent to
which
control.
does
Yes,
decent damage to everybody in the
there is
room.
value in documenting the carnage it
And
generates. You will serve
this
nicely
is
as
for the
new
unstable
test
essence thing on the
subjects.
second guy.
It persists to the end of the fight. It doesn't disappear when the second boss disappears.
Anything
Kill the
on
ad. Kill the ad after we dispel, and second of all, the bleed lasts a lot longer. So if you're in the path, if you get hit by his charge, either by getting picked for it or being in the path of it, your stack will start bleeding. Your bleed will start stacking. Don't want that.
Phase 1, be on blue side unless you get charged, then run the green side. That should be the easiest way to prevent people getting clipped by it.
Oh, wait, I put food down.
I think both of mine came out of the vault.
Five, four, three, two, one.
I will beat you into pulp!
Remember, be on blue side. Roar, get out. Back to position on blue side. Charges, just to green side.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Back. Ready for another slam.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Charges to green side, everyone should be on blue side.
Bad.
That's on the wrong side.
Roars out.
Shockwave.
Dodge. Keep on moving them.
Shockwave.
Charges.
Obviously, our first prototype
Alright,
lacked
Go and
next
grab
one.
this one since I have 5 stacks.
The next iteration was
Okay.
imbued with excessive arcane
Do not dispel until it's called for. You want to try to go for around 10 or so stacks and do that. Stab him.
I missed the first part. I thought you said you were gonna grab him.
No, sorry.
Oh. My bad.
I figured since I already had most of the stacks.
Yeah.
Here's the essence. Do not dispel.
Guess at least I can just.
Swirl.
You're safe.
AoE is in.
Please make sure you're away from everyone else.
This last little boat.
Kill the erratic remnant. New essence incoming.
Watch your step.
Direct out. New remnant kill. Drax, get away from Groot. Kills the new ad.
Don't dispel. Wait. Okay, we're good.
Watch your step.
Another ad.
AoE is in.
This is what we can't have an ad up for.
Target you.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and wipe it. We do have 3 plus a healer and a last. Okay. So what we shall do to try to prevent that many women, we will move hero to when the second ad comes out. That's what's recommended normally, but I just wanted to see.
Do what?
Instead of hearing the last guy when he comes out, you want to hear that to try to limit how many essences you take into the last phase, since we're still gonna have those in with the last guy. So the less of those we have, the easier it'll be.
That's fair, but the reason why we had that wipe there is because when the boss does his big AoE, if there's any of the ads alive, they also do their AoE immediately, basically killing us. And what happened there is the AoE started, and a couple people who still had the debuff died, basically pooped their ad on the floor, and their ads went, "Oh, the boss is AoEing? I'll AoE too then," immediately, and killed a lot of people. So the reason we had a problem there is because people died when the AoE started going off. So just to point that out, that's what happened there. We should speed up that phase, yes, but what exactly happened there was people died, and a chain reacted.
And then another thing we'll do to try to make it go even quicker. Melee. Stay on boss. Worst case scenario, I'll keep an eye if I have to run out. But melee DPS should stay on boss, and range DPS, you guys focus that.
And yes, when the boss is about to do violent eruption, absolutely do not dispel.
And remember,
Sorry, I didn't know about that, and I wasn't sure if Gwen could live with the 13 stacks plus the AoE damage. I didn't know that the ad did more AoE damage.
Yeah, if it's out during spew, violent eruption, then yes.
And also make sure, don't immunity.
Actually, you can immune. It does not cleanse it. I immuned and then healed myself back up and still had the stack. Or still had the thingy.
Okay, so they did change that on heroic. So I know in normal I did actually take it off.
And yes, just to be clear on the first boss of 3, we're standing kind of on the blue side, and when the swords are about to come out, the charge, sorry, I'm just used to Denathrius, move kind of closer to the middle of the room, like kind of edge where the boss is, and then as soon as the charge targets pick out, those 3 people go to the green side of the room, and everyone else that's in the middle or close to the middle of the room moves farther into the blue side to give them some room. You don't have to go super far, just make sure you separate out. Please don't run the farther into the blue side or just stand there as people did last time. You're going to the green side if you're picked for the charge. If not, stay on the blue side. And again, you don't need to run all the way to the other side. You just need to be clear of everybody else. Is Ith back?
Did I not click it? I thought I clicked it.
Says you're away.
Oh, no, I'm here.
Everyone gets to the blue side now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Ready for roar.
Knocking back.
Roar out.
Charge.
Yep, charge. Everyone should be on blue side except for the charge.
Can I get a marker on Blade?
It keeps taking his, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
There.
Slam. Back. Very dodge slam again.
Let's just clear.
Yeah, we'll just clear it.
Charges to green side. Everyone else on blue. Roar. Up. Dodge slam. Another flame in 3. Charge in 3. Get ready to move over.
Obviously, our
Right, here's the new boss.
Alright, let's clear and I'll grab it.
Okay.
The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power. Toys to smash!
There it is, stand back.
Hero.
You dodge swirls. Here's the first sentence. Dodge swirl. Moving out.
Fences.
Oh, don't yet. Yeah, actually.
Do not dispel during this.
Yep, that'll be rough.
Okay, now you can dispel.
Yeah, now. Range to the edge. Dodge sword. Get away from this through.
Target you.
Range get to the first dash. Hold off on dispelling Dev.
Alright.
Dev out. Go ahead and dispel Dev.
Multi-step.
Dispel Act. Do not dispel Like you're going to use defenses here.
You can, bosses does.
Go and clear now. There's nothing going on.
Don't clear all at once. Everyone on the edge.
Yeah. Pull the boss to the middle of the way, please.
We'll do that on. Migration movement.
There's an ad in the back corner.
Yep.
Witness my strength.
Another ad. Wait to dispel me.
Breath
I need to
incoming.
dispel in the back.
Don't dispel yet. Well, don't dispel me, I can survive. Or, dude, that's
Catch up on ads.
Lost it to nothing.
This one great set.
Inferior.
Brad, go ahead and get yourself. Range dab.
My strength.
Back corner.
Dispel me, please.
Get dispel 30.
Breath incoming.
Get a set up on your dad. And get out.
Out of the middle. Still got ads up.
I took the hit to get the orb out of the way.
Lost it to nothing.
Disintegrates out. Another.
Witness my strength.
Okay, him. Oh, not yet.
Breath.
With a breath.
Say goodbye.
Where's the
Coming down the outside.
What's the boss?
Target you.
I wasn't in that. That's bullshit.
Watch the orbs too, eh? Look at that absorb shield he has.
Yeah, that's a lot of his work.
Yeah, it's like almost his whole health.
Perfection incarnate.
Where's he getting that from?
The anomaly
Yep.
sand orbs. That shit right there. That's coming right towards him.
Yep, that.
Yeah, look at that.
We can't get hit, or he can't get hit.
He can't.
We're gonna have to assign roles to this. 'Cause this is.
That's why I died. I was trying to make sure it didn't hit him.
Yeah, I bounced a few back, but eventually, when he came back from the deep breath, he ran through a few.
Yeah, and then he spawned another one, so there was two at one.
So, is our melee switching to the ads, or are we staying on the boss?
During phase 2, staying on boss, but
You can wait for Rez.
yeah, we can wait a bit. Those haven't released yet.
Does that dot never go away in the last phase?
This spell
Does
never
not.
goes away. If you just, when you dispel it, it goes to another person, just keeps going.
Dang it.
Seems like the best time to deal with those ads is when he's breathing and running around.
No, because they're casting all the time. You cannot leave them.
Yeah.
The easiest way to deal with that is get phase 2 over as fast as possible, so you have less of them bouncing around, going around the room.
I'm giving her all my short, stubby arms can give her.
Buff. Everyone to blue side.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
You ready for roar?
Knocking
Roar.
Eviscerate!
Charges to green side.
Shockwave.
Dodge sling. New charges soon. Everyone get to on blue side, close to the middle.
Target you.
Charges to green.
Knocking down.
Roar.
Shockwave.
Point.
Shockwave.
Clamp.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power. Toys to smash!
Do the thing. Dodge swirl. Dodge swirl. After you defensive. Okay, after you go and dispel yourself. And add range. Ready, dodge swirls. I was going to move away from the spell Silat. Go ahead and kill the ad range. After you go and dispel yourself.
Sadly, a creature with unstable arcane circuits is useless, so we refined the infusion process. Die!
Hey, go and dispel. Crack, stay near boss. Go and dispel. Stay out of the circle. Melee, get the ad near the boss.
Witness my strength!
Temporal anomaly. Make sure the circle does not get in. Ranged ad.
Breath incoming.
Breath out of the middle. Wait. Back to the middle now.
Oh, don't bump it towards that side. He's gonna run right into it.
Bring up stars. Kill these enemies. Okay, salve.
Perfection incarnate.
New anomaly. Ranged ad.
Breath incoming.
Out of the middle. Wait. Out of the middle again.
There's dust warp close to him.
Orb.
Yep. 3 orb. Out. Okay, him. And bring up.
Oh, so you can't keep taking the orb. I trapped it in a corner and it killed me.
Yeah, it does a decent amount of damage.
Breath incoming.
Incinerate from above.
Out of the middle.
That's not cool.
What, he went right through the whole orb?
Yeah.
Not cool, he went for the middle twice.
Please stop knocking them to the side when someone's already standing between. They're always going to travel towards the boss. If someone's already standing between the boss and the orb, just let it go. Please stop knocking it 90 degrees off track and then it moves around people and then we have to try and run. You want to knock it away from the boss. Don't knock it 90 degrees to the other sides. Please. Stop doing that.
Alright, so in phase 3 healers, at that point, once you see a debuff starting to chunk at someone's health, like maybe 15-20% of their health every time it ticks, dispel it. Phase 2 you want to hold off in case of the eruptions, but in phase 3 you don't have to worry about that, so just dispel it once it starts actually really chunking their health, like that.
So 10, not 15?
10 to 15, anywhere there is fine in phase 3. Basically, once you see their health starting to take a decent hit every time it does damage.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Knocking back.
Lower, move up.
Eviscerate!
Charges to green.
Have to go that far. As long as it's an open spot, and all 3 of you there, no one else is around.
And frontal incoming.
Shockwave.
Another frontal incoming.
Shockwave.
Eviscerate!
Charges to green.
Knocking back.
Lower, move out.
Shockwave.
Dodge frontal. comes out.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power.
Toys to smash!
Water step.
Dodge sword.
Getting back.
Water step.
Dodge sword. Eruption suit.
AoE
Silent eruption. Do not dispel. Dispel okay now. Drain tab.
Water step.
U. Dodge swirl. Ranged ab.
Detonate!
Gun spell ring. Here's a new ab.
Water step.
Dodge swirl.
Sadly, a creature with unstable arcane surface was useless, so we refined the infusion process.
Die! Lesser things!
Here's the first stat. Bring up it.
Come on, guys.
Another remnant. There's 2 remnants out. And another remnant.
Breath incoming.
Breath out of the middle.
I did the up glove. I got it. Oh, I did.
Target you.
Plastic.
Okay, Sal. Sal ever.
Perfection.
Anomaly. There's a remnant in the back. Breath out of the middle.
Target you.
Plastic to nothing. Witness my strength.
Breath incoming.
Breath out of the middle.
Place. Plastic to nothing.
Out.
No perfection incarnate.
You got a deal. That sucks.
Target you.
Tank's down too.
Breath incoming.
Say
Yeah, that's gonna be late.
perfection.
Yeah, my first death was just me standing there with the tank debuff. I used all my heals.
Yeah, I think we have to clear every time he goes away.
I looked for you, but you didn't have any stacks.
Right.
I
yeah.
said 7, which is what we have during the rest of the fight. So
Well, for me at least, it's if I can't hit something, I can't heal myself, and most of the healing on me is me.
Yeah, I stood there with all my heals on cooldown.
Alright, so I'm having Brack swap over to heals to 5 heals. First phase might take a little long, but it should help with surviving for second and third phase. And from now on, try to clear around where the boss is at best as possible. That way it can be close enough to where we can leave boss and add.
Yeah, and in that last phase there,
Well,
all we're doing as ranged is killing the ads. We're never on the boss. Just cut it down.
When you cleanse it and that pool is out, if you're in the pool,
Yep, if you're in the pool, if you get clipped by it,
you'll get
another debuff.
another
which means more
debuff on.
ads later. If nobody gets hit by that circle that drops when it's dispelled, we should have a max of 3 out at all times. If anyone gets hit, it'll add more and more.
Finn, you're using my cooldowns. Get off my keyboard.
Is it just me and Rin that can cleanse that?
5,
No, it's magic.
4,
It's magic, but we have to take
I will beat you into pulp!
You're out.
Target you.
Charges to green. Slam incoming.
Shockwave.
Dodge. Where dodging it?
Shockwave.
Charges to green.
Knocking down.
Or get out.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Card.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power.
Toys to smash!
Hero now.
Watching step.
Dodge squirt. For a second.
Multi-step.
Dodge swirl.
AoE.
Here's eruption. Dispel Opti. Range to the air.
Your insides!
Multi-step.
Dodge swirls. Here's add one. Melee, the add that's close to the boss is ours.
Multi-step.
Dodge swirl.
Let me get a few stacks.
Sadly, a
Okay.
creature with
Add in the back.
unstable arcane
Finish
surges
off all the
was
boxes and switch it.
useless, so we refined the
Spell
infusion
that.
process.
Die, lesser things!
This one's raised.
Witness my strength!
Make sure I didn't count it.
Breath.
Breath item.
From above!
Alright, this spell towards the center of the room now, please. Bring it back to the head now.
Witness my strength!
New head.
Bubble.
Dodge breath.
Incinerate from above!
Come on.
Cannot be in the beam.
It chooses the side with the most amount of players in.
Flustered to nothing. Perfection incarnate.
Breath incoming.
Breath out of the middle.
He's going through the middle. Now pay attention to where he's going.
To the middle.
Oh, he's gonna go right through that.
Or, yep, I tried to get it out of the way, but I died.
A lot bigger than it looks.
Crazy.
She said. I think I taunted the wrong thing.
Breath. Now get 2 minutes.
Target you.
Witness my strength. I am perfection.
some of it. I mean, we had 6 people die to deep breath. That's a totally avoidable mechanic. Yeah, we'll take a break.
I can make Dancing Inferno.
Okay, for Watcher.
Not yet.
Gotta go and swap back to DPS for the next pool.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Is melee still going to be on boss, or do you want us to switch to ads too?
We're gonna do something different this time.
Yeah, it's gonna be something that's gonna seem weird, but it looks like it works a lot better than what other guides have been saying to do.
Just wonder if I'm single target or cleave for this.
What's your healing?
Honestly,
no.
You go ahead and go cleave. A couple of them go cleave to try to help deal with this a little bit.
Still 2 AFK.
One, it's here now.
Okay. Just you. Okay. So for the last phase, we're going to try this weird thing. Apparently it seems to work really well and it makes sense when you really go through it. So in the third phase, we kind of see there's the circle, the big circle on the ground the boss is standing in, and the plate. It's kind of a blue edge to it and the bronze edge to it. We're going to keep the boss kind of centered in the middle of the room, and everyone's going to stay generally within that circle, right? The boss doesn't have a cleave, so you can stand right beside him if you want. It doesn't matter. Everyone should kind of spread out around like a big boxing ring. Everyone should spread out all around the circle. If you get any of the debuff, you go to the outer ring, roughly. I mean, it can be in and out a little bit, but that's generally you run out from where everyone is standing on the ring, spread out a little bit. If you get the eviscerate, same thing. You run and you kind of stand with your circle outside while everyone else is still on the middle ring. There's going to be a little chaos in order to kind of dance around and move and get away from things, but it'll keep things kind of more contained. And if everyone is spread out circular around the boss within the ring there, as I'm calling it, that also means that any orbs that come towards the middle of the room are easier to deal with because you're always bouncing them out. The other benefit, too, is that we're generally in the middle of the room. So as soon as he starts to do a strafe, he's going to pick the middle of the room. Almost guaranteed, because he can pick where the most number of people are. Most number of people are going to be in the middle. So as soon as he jumps back to go do a strafe to the middle, everyone moves north or south to where green or blue are. And then he's going to pick north or south. One of those two. He won't go back to the middle because no one will be there. Right? So one of the two. So as soon as he picks one of those two, everyone just moves back to the middle again and avoids that. During that time, as soon as he's about to jump over, as soon as he flies away to do his first strafe, that's the time that you dispel people in the middle for all three. Do all three of them. Everyone who's got one, dispel it. We move out. And then as we move back in to get away from his second strafe, that's when we start killing the extra ads. And by the time he's done doing his things, the ads should be mostly dead. And we go back and just wash, rinse, and repeat that over and over and over again.
I have a question.
No, you just had a break. We don't get another one.
No. The question is that dot that the ads are, that's stacking on you with the ads, it automatically dispels at like, what, 15 stacks?
No.
Does not. No. It never auto dispels. That's a healer dispelling you.
Okay. So that's what I was trying to figure out is pretty much for melee who have that debuff, we're just staying on the boss until the strafe part.
Pretty much, yes. Until you need to be dispelled, you just carry on, and then when you're going to be dispelled, make sure that you move away, give people a little more room, but try and keep it kind of roughly in the middle of the room. It's not going to be perfect. We're not going to be able to stack them up perfectly, but you want to kind of keep them within range so that when we come back to the middle of the room, we can get to them without standing too close to the side strafes on either side, right? We can clean that up while the boss is flying around the room. We're not doing DPS to him anyways.
Okay.
It might take a little practice to do this. But
I just want to confirm because I had those stupid stacks come up over and over again, and I was always stopping like 15.
Yeah, the way this seems to work is that, well, in the third phase, the way this seems to work best is if everybody who has it, like I said, as soon as the boss jumps away to do his first strafe, that's when the healer should dispel everyone, regardless of how many stacks. Doesn't matter if they have 1 or 15 stacks. Dispel all of them to start the timers over again, so we can go in and kill the ads when we come back in, collapse back in, and then we carry on until the next flight phase, the next strafe. Then we dispel again, and then we just do that over and over and over again.
I feel like we'll be at like 20 some stacks at that point in time, but
I don't think so. Let's play it by ear and we'll see, but from what I'm seeing, that's not the case.
And also when you come back in, tanks, at least to start when we come back in, you'll bring the boss to a group of 2 if they're close enough. Because we should have only 3.
You talk about it in phase 3?
Yeah, in phase 3.
At this,
or just one, or just pick one that's closest to the middle of the room. Bring the boss there so the melee can go to the boss and cleave and kill that one while the range deal with the other 2, or whatever. If there's 2 right beside each other, great, perfect. But there might not be.
And remember when the breath comes in, it'll do the middle right. It should do the middle right away with us being there.
Yep.
When it chooses the next one, it takes a little bit before it actually chooses it. So wait a couple seconds and then move in, because sometimes it will choose the middle again if we move in too quickly.
Yeah, as soon as the boss hits the opposite end of the room, and then he jumps to where he's going to start the next one, that's when you can start moving back in. He's already chosen. He's locked in. He won't change at that point. And again, the boss does not have a cleave, so you can stand inside, you can run through the boss, you can stand that close to him, even the range. Don't worry about it in the last phase. You're not going to get cleaved by the boss. You need to avoid the circles on the ground. That's more important. Still missing. Yeah. When we go from the transition between phase 2 and phase 3, while the second boss is dead before the third boss even shows up, we should go ahead and move into the middle, but bring the 3 stacks in and dispel them and deal with that, so we reset all the stacks going into the phase 3 instead of having some of them get really high because we're carrying them over.
Yeah.
Also, that means healers, you're going to have to coordinate who's cleansing who, because you can't do the same people. Otherwise, we're going to miss them.
Yep. And if you can dispel yourself, I know Warlock, it depends what pet you have. And if you're not Demo. Actually, I think there's only one other person who can then.
Yep.
There's that part, doesn't matter.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Knocking back.
Charge soon.
Target you.
Charges green.
Remember, there's not really a big reason if you're not dealing with charges to not be closer to the middle of the room, so you don't have to run for like 20 minutes to get across the room.
Shockwave.
Basically, think phase is 1 in 3 if you're bandaged to the middle of the room. You're not allowed to be on the outside. See the charges?
Knocking back. Shockwave.
Slam.
Shockwave.
Another slam.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power.
Bring him to the middle.
Zero.
Dodge swirl.
Multi-step.
Violent interruption soon.
AoE is
Dispel Thylax.
Let's try and drop this somewhere in the middle circle of the room.
Tried to do it right.
Yep, you're good.
Yeah, you're good. Other than that, quick allows to switch over and go back. Eve go ahead and clear.
You want to just hold it until the transition?
Okay.
Okay.
multi-step.
Finish off the remnant.
Just dispel any that are up.
With unstable arcane circuits was useless.
Pop the ads while we're waiting.
Refined the fusion process.
Kind of get into the middle of the room. Remember, we're creating the mosh pit here.
Yep, add over boss right now.
We shouldn't be dispelling those in the middle of the room. Everyone should be on the inside of the circle closer to the boss. If you've got a circle, you're on the outside of the ring. Don't be too far away.
Breath incoming.
Breath,
Dispels. Move north or south. Dispel them all. They should already be dispelled. Kill the ads while the boss is running back. Yeah, we gotta get faster on that.
Thanks to the archer, not getting to the.
People are running too far out with this stuff.
Witness my strength.
Dispel dead.
Breath incoming.
Why are we dispelling if we're not enough breath?
The middle.
We're still getting used to this. Clean up any ads, the boss is running back. I got the orb.
You will be erased.
He got one somehow.
So
Yeah,
one
we gotta clean this up. If you have no circle on you from disintegrate, you should be in the inner circle. If you have one of the smaller circles, you should be going no farther than the ring. If you get one of the dispels, you should be standing on the ring when you get dispelled. Yeah, we're not getting dispels out. Like, I'm at 15 stacks, and I should have been dispelled when you came through.
The dispel has an 8-second cooldown. We can only do it so fast.
Right. Right, we have four healers, but only 3 people have orbs, so we should definitely be able to get 3 of them.
Yeah,
But all the healers might not be able to dispel it.
That's why
What do you mean?
It's magic. I don't.
All
can
healers.
All healers can do that.
All magic can dispel
all
magic.
4 of you can do it. It's just if you do it the same person, both, like if 2 people do the same person, both you go on cooldown. So if all 3 you target the same person, then we're gonna miss one. So that's
No,
why
if
Grim
someone
was
gets
saying
it
we need
first,
a little communication. Just a little bit more. Like, let's say Ved, Stars, and Lake all have it. We'd say maybe Rin get Ved, K get Stars, and Eve you get Like. Do something like that. That way you guys don't accidentally dispel the same person at the same time.
Well, it'll only count one of them. The other ones will simply have a global cooldown, but the 8-second cooldown won't happen.
What? Wait, not if you're dispelling different people.
No, if you throw the dispel on the same person, only one dispel will happen.
You should not
The
be
other
dispelling
one-
the same. You should not be dispelling the same person.
It's
If
an
3 people have
accident.
it, 3 dispels go out on different people.
Right, I understand what she's saying, though. What she's saying is if they by chance happen to be hitting the same person, but not, even though we're supposed to be dispelling different people, if 2 people hit the one person, then only one of them will go through. The other one won't. It won't do anything.
Exactly.
That's what she's saying.
It won't trigger the
It's not lost as a
8-second
dispel.
cooldown.
The dispel is still available.
Correct.
I'm so confused because if you're dispelling different people, then it shouldn't matter.
Right, if we're dispelling different people, but if we're by accident hitting the same person, like, we're supposed, we don't know if we're not calling out, I'm dispelling this one, I'm dispelling that one. If 2 people actually do end up hitting the same person, only one of them is going to go off.
Someone's gonna have to call out dispel targets then.
Or go in order.
Oh.
They need to be done at the
You know
same
what?
time.
You know what?
If they're close enough, I can do all 3 of them at the same time
Yep.
with Mass Dispel.
There we go. When Kay just told me that, I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Mass Spell exists. So, if you have the dot, and we're, say, about 10 seconds until the breath comes out, I'll try to call when that comes out. Run to Skull, at about 3 seconds, I'll have Kay do Massive Spell. That'll be up every single time we need it. That way all 3 of you get cleansed, and you can easily move out.
I wouldn't do skull, I'd do green or blue for those 3 people. You're asking people to run right into the breath, and if they screw that up, you're gonna kill people.
That's why I'm saying 10 seconds before it goes out. That way it's dispelled already before you have to run out. That's what we're trying to do, is dispel it before we have to run out. So that way they're all right there for when we get back.
Isn't the zone for Mass Dispel practically that inner circle right in front of us?
Give me.
It's pretty big.
Yep, pretty much. It covers almost the entire circle in the middle.
Yep, from Skull to Moon. That is your range to stay in. If you are outside of there, outside of that kind of radius, you are too far for Massive Spell.
But what would happen if everybody who had it was just stacked on top of each other?
It just all spawned together.
Mm-hmm.
It would just mean
that's
that if
bad?
you stand, no, it's not bad at all. All that would happen is if someone still's there when it finishes, when the ad spawns, they would insta die. But if you're not in the circle anyway, that's not going to really do much.
Well, what I'm saying
No
is
one
if
should-
everybody just stacks on Skull, Master Spell on Skull, then run the hell out, and we can all cleave them down.
Yep.
You don't.
The
Yeah, I
only,
would just do it in the. I would just do it in the middle of the room because you're gonna have people on the opposite side of the room. They're not gonna make it in time. Just do it in the middle of the room. Why not? Right on top of the boss. Easy to find. Where the boss about to leave from.
Yeah,
That was my point. Choose a point. Choose a
that's
one
the
spot.
where Diamond is. How easy is that to see? Where Diamond's at right now.
If you dispel that that dot, and someone also standing where that circle comes out, don't they get the dot?
Only
when the circle blows up.
No, it's when they're in the circle before it blows up.
That's an automatic. That's gonna jump to anybody in the room no matter what happens.
Yeah.
That's unavoidable. If anyone is standing in the circle when it blows up, then another one spawns. So that's how you get. Let's say there's 3 in that
More than
phase to
3.
start with. That's how you get 4, 5, 6. Is by someone standing in that circle when it explodes.
Yeah. And as for the laser beam, I can't remember what it's called now. The laser beam itself, the laser beam you get when you run out just to get away from people, don't go farther than the blue and green markers. You see the ring it's sitting on the floor? You don't need to go all the way out past all that. All you're doing is wasting time. Just back out of the circle in the middle of the room, just to the edge there. It's not that big. It's 5 yards. People will work around it. It'll be fine. Don't run all the way across the room. We want to keep everyone kind of grouped up as close to the middle as possible because we need to know where the strafe is going so we can coordinate around it.
Yep.
We don't have an Opti.
Yep, I did remember him saying that he had to go help prepare something because of a bad storm coming through his area.
Okay.
It was down to 17 anyway.
Yeah. You, Greg, or I could. We needed 3 of them.
I'll swap.
Okay.
Do the most DPS out of you two, so.
Alright.
Alright, we're gonna go.
Sonic.
Five,
Have mana?
4,
Okay.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
People should be closer to the middle of the room here. You don't need to be far out. There's no cleave, there's no AoE in the first phase. Makes it faster to get across the room.
You're out. This is the only time to be outside of the middle there. Charges the green. Dodge slant. Another Eternal Soon. Charges soon. Charges the green side.
Knocking back.
Goes out.
Shockwave.
ahead and get to the center of the
Circle.
circle.
I lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power. Toys to smash!
Do the thing. Doing this. First, let's dodging. Eruption soon.
AoE is in.
Okay, him. Yeah, right.
Watch your step.
Swirls. Twilight. Range is the year ad. Dispel stars. Next ad.
Watch your step.
Just dispel anyone right now. Quick.
Yep, just pull the spell.
A creature with unstable arcane surface was useless, so we refined.
Get all these ads out.
2 more. Move into the middle.
This goes a little bit. Tentacle should be out. Just on the edge of the room.
Just on the outer ring. Everyone else should be in the middle. No one should be further out than the ring and on the floor.
All coming in.
You got it.
Breath incoming.
Straight. Now we dispel. And run out. North and south. In. Kill the ads.
Hold up from dispel. Tentacle should be out. Just on the right around the edge. Ads. Range on the further out one.
Yeah, if you got the disintegrates, try and deal with the balls while you're out there. Since you're going to be the furthest ones out. Out of the middle.
Incinerate from above.
What you were calling the master spell earlier.
Back in.
Yeah.
No, the timings are all out of whack.
Yep.
We'll just deal with this.
Wasted to nothing. Witness my strength.
Breath.
Breath incoming.
Dispels.
Yeah, with the 2 balls.
The middle.
Yeah, I died. Did I know dispels?
Range 5. Target you.
There's so many.
I am perfect.
I'm switching to Clee for this. This dumb.
For the glory of the dragons.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's supposed to be a dispel when just before breath's coming out, but the timer's a little off. What's happening at the time, basically. But
I don't think the timers work well that way.
No.
The stacks get too high between the breaths. So people are getting 15, 16 stacks, and it's too high.
So, if we're going to be dispelling them outside of that, that's fine. But they need to be dispelled basically on or just inside the outer ring on the floor, so that they're closer to the middle of the room, not in the middle of nowhere. We can't be dispelling them in the middle of the room. We can't be dispelling them off in the corner. They need to be within range of us.
Yeah, but when I call it the initial spell, don't do a dispel on one that's like 4 or left at that point. Like, once you have enough time to shoot the target and dispel, after that, should not be dispelling anyone sub 4 stacks. Because yeah, it is bringing extra adds on the outside.
I know this is. I know it's. Well, that requires everyone to be stacked up, which we've got way too much going on for that to work well. I know it's going to vary a little bit based on class and spec, but generally, how many stacks should people be taking?
If you have an immunity, it will not get rid of it, but it will keep you from taking damage. So if you can get high up and then immune, you can at least keep the stack higher.
Let me rephrase the question. If I'm going to issue a number to everyone in the raid of how many stacks they need to run to the outer ring for, what number should I tell them?
9, 10.
10, yeah.
Okay.
That's when the squishy people start taking the most damage.
So that's the general rule of thumb. If you start hitting 9 stacks, your feet need to be moving to the outer ring somewhere over there, and you need to be standing outside on the outer ring to get dispelled. Away from the group, but not across the room. Just far enough away, like where the blue marker is, green marker is. If you rotate it around the ring on the floor, somewhere in that vicinity. That 9 or 10 stacks, you move out, you get dispelled out there. You don't get dispelled in the middle of the room or the edge of the room. We're trying to make this as concise as possible so we can jump between them and get back to fighting the boss. Because we're spending too much time running around trying to figure where things are.
Yep, and
my question and my thought process was, if Mass Dispel's on a low enough cooldown, why not just use it every time it's off cooldown? As long as people are within range, those people get dispelled every single time.
Because then you're generating more adds that you have to kill. An add spawns with 1,000,000 health, regardless of how many stacks you have. So that still requires everyone to do it. We want less adds overall for the protracted last phase, so we can spend more time on the boss. That means the longer we can go without having to dispel people, the more time we have to kill the boss, and less time we have to spend running around dealing with adds.
Yep.
That is the flaw in mass dispelling or constantly dispelling even at low stacks.
Yep. Any perfect world, I'd say, I would just require us to having a little bit more use. I know we have some just a little below 420. But in a perfect world, because we've already almost a couple pulls.
You almost
kill it
before the third comes out.
Yep. That's what I was about to say. So if we had a little more years, so this week it won't happen. Probably not, but say next week or the week after, we should be able to get to the point where we only have 2, makes it easier control, because we only have 2 people to do this spell in the last phase. So it's more of just needing to get the gear just a little bit more. But until then, we have to do a few different things to try to work with the 3 dispels. That's why trying to stay towards the center, if the timers would work properly, we could actually call them a spell on time.
Well, you're also trying to come up with a consistency in the last phase. Things are positioned in roughly the same place. The same things happen, everything happens. Less chaos means it works out better and everything is smoother and easier, obviously. Right? So that's why I'm trying to say this is what we should be doing. So if you do other things, that's causing more chaos. And we can't fix the problems with the chaos if people don't follow the instructions. Right?
Yep.
I know it goes against some people's the way that they do things, especially as the ranged, but in the last phase, you absolutely should be in the middle of the room, standing right near the boss, staring at his ass on his back feet. I know that feels wrong. I know you want to do something else, but that is the best thing for us for consistency, is to get everyone in the middle of the room, spread out inside that circle.
I'll be honest, with this fight, it actually would be better that the only time you're outside of basically melee range is when you have charge. Because phase 2, there's nothing that requires you to have to be all the way out there.
Nope.
And then phase 3, having anyone too far out causes all ads to spawn out there and does spiral since less downtime on boss.
And being closer to the boss makes it easier to get out of the big cleave of the room, because it's less room to run.
2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
3, 2, 1. After this roar, everyone's to run in.
Knocking down.
Everyone now. Charges out to the green side.
You guys are good. You don't have to go super far.
Not back in. Right back to your ready to dodge slam. Dodge slam. Ready for the next slam.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Back to blue side. Prepare for round. Charges out, go to green side if you have to. Back in. And everyone out.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Another slam soon.
Shockwave.
Dodge. Charges out.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked
Everyone back
design
into the
strength.
room again.
The next iteration was imbued with excessive.
Sean, come hug us.
It's pretty much homework and you do not help me at all.
On the skill.
Everyone should be stacking up now. You dodge whirlwind.
Back in. Unless you're gonna be dispelled, you're on the outer ring.
Got that. You dodge squares.
Target you.
New ads gonna be spawning. Go ahead.
We'd have to be pushing right now, right?
Yeah. With everyone here, we would have it.
Just keep going.
I can dispel myself.
Okay, let's push the boss then.
Yeah, push boss. Like Ganato.
Creature with unstable arcane surges was useless, so
Yeah,
the confusion process.
Everyone in the middle again.
Yep, boss comes to the middle.
Range hit the outer.
Nail. Yep.
Disintegrates out.
Disintegrates. Let's go to the outer ring.
Perfection incarnate.
Disintegrates can help with ads or bounce balls, whatever they can while they're out there, if possible.
Ready for breath? Dispel now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Why did move?
Get out.
In.
In. In and possible. Get these ads dead. There should be no more difficult for a little bit. Disintegrates out.
Don't have a disintegrate. You're moving in.
Perfection
Dispel, yep. Casting. I'll get myself.
Breath incoming.
Incinerate from above.
Get out.
Out of the middle.
And in.
Move.
Oh, the ball! Oh no!
He won't
Either
pick it up
doesn't
while
come.
he's running. Yeah.
If it goes up, it goes in.
Perfection incarnate.
We should be getting ads killed.
Gotta keep bouncing that orb. Out of the middle.
Oh!
And back in.
Wait, back in.
Target you.
He walked right into that one.
I know. Where?
Out. Range at the far.
Perfection incarnate.
Breath incoming.
Incinerate
Dispel.
from above.
That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, I think we're in it.
I am perfection.
Can we switch back down to 3 healers? Would that be possible?
We can.
If you could DPS that second boss just a tad more, we'd only have 2.
Yeah, Silas, go ahead and switch to DPS again and see what we can.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Alright, I'll stop to get back up there then.
Negative.
Also, I guess does everybody have like every single DPS cooldown going into phase 3 as well, and potion and anything else?
It's phase 2 that we want to have it all in.
Yeah, phase 2, sorry.
If you have anything longer than a 1.5 minute cooldown ability, chances are you're going to want to hold it. Because I have a 1.5 minute, 2 minute cooldown, just use it as a timer. I always have
we can
1.5 minute up every time, but Zwen is like 20 seconds.
We can definitely survive the phase 1, the first boss, going a little bit longer if it means that we're not running on cooldowns being not available in start of phase 2. Right? Use them off the bat for sure, but if it's too close, if you're not sure you're going to have it for phase 2, then don't use your cooldowns, just go without and finish phase 1. Please.
That means, especially if you have a cooldown longer than 3 minutes, definitely don't use it at the beginning. Because you're not going to have it by the time phase 2 starts.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Knocking back.
Eviscerate!
Charges the green.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Charges.
Knocking back. Shockwave.
Dodge slam.
Shockwave.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane
Back to
power.
the middle. Every she's in the middle.
Go. Yep.
Watch your step.
Dodge swirl. Dodge.
Watch your step.
Dodge swirl.
AoE is in.
Local eruption, do not dispel. Going to dispel E. Bring box at.
Watch your step.
Back to the middle, while we're going through the swirl. Bring it back to the middle now.
.8% short.
Yep. Done the spell stars.
Surely a creature with unstable arcane surface was useless, so we refined the infusion process.
Everyone should be on the air ring now.
Lesser things.
Everyone stack up again.
Oh, I wasn't all the way out yet.
Rin, get out of the ring and then spell Rin. Ring to that ad.
Breath.
Breath incoming.
There it is.
Red Rin. Those who have that.
Back in.
Blasted to nothing.
Okay, him. Discuss start.
Perfection incarnate.
Gotta go on ring turn.
Breath incoming.
Okay.
In.
You can survive.
Dropped it where I could.
Disintegrates out. Bring boss to the ad that's inside the circle. Bring to the other one.
Target you.
Perfection incarnate.
Hold on, let me get these.
Bring boss to a new one. Bring boss between these two. Install that.
Out of the middle.
I'm down.
In.
Wondering where you were.
Yeah, I can't take as many stacks as you.
There come a point where you just try to tunnel.
Perfection incarnate.
Stand in the middle.
In the middle. Run back. It's a lot of ads out now.
Yeah.
Still, 13%.
That was a lot.
We don't have any. Okay.
Yeah, no Soulstone.
I had one.
Oh. Could have sworn I put one out at the beginning.
Can we use Ventus runes for that? Since it's the last boss of the week.
How many do we have? I don't know how much they are or anything like that.
Yeah. Don't know.
I thought Like said he put several in. Was it Like?
Wow.
Oh, that's cheap actually. I was just looking at how much it takes for you to craft it.
Well, last I looked, rank 2 were basically free because everybody only wants to rank 3s.
True.
Do you have an actual gold amount? Because I might go and get some for the guild if it's cheap enough.
I mean, we only got like 1 or 2 more
Oh, no, I'm
polls
saying,
this week, right?
I know.
For future, yeah.
I mean, we can use the ones that are currently available, and then we'll fill up on
Yeah.
other ones between raids.
41 gold
Try to
apiece.
spend some more time on some of my inscription scheme that's like. Just see what I can to help out with that.
Even the rank 3s are only 284 now. They used to be like
Oh
2000.
hell.
Oh.
That's cheap.
Yeah, that is very cheap.
They're the purple ones on the second tab.
Yeah, the purple Ventus instead of the red ones.
The other ones you could clean out and Tinder and stuff.
I only see Vault of the Incarnates ones on the second tab.
Right above that one, the pinky purple looking one.
So you see, yeah.
There's
it's right
one
next
there
to it.
now.
There's a stack of 3 and a stack of 19.
It's here. I'll solve it there. I moved them over.
Now I see it.
What? You couldn't see him over.
They were hiding.
No, there's literally only one. It's probably because multiple people are touching them and add-ons are not updating every time someone does, so they're only seeing old info.
Their Vantage runes are just thin line now.
They should do a Vantis rune item just like the pots for cooking. Just drop it and everyone can just touch it and get it for that boss or something.
Yeah, and make it so that it actually recess between pulls, so you actually need to keep putting it down. Or something like that. Or maybe 3 uses and then have to redo it. Oh yeah, you probably don't have access to it yet, Star.
I do not.
We should all summon Doom Guards.
No, as much as fun as that is, having to micromanage him like middle management throughout the fight, no thanks.
Yeah, I know.
Too many problems for what little game.
Yes, if he didn't drop random enslavement, then I'd be like, that actually could be cool, but no, that's just annoying. Alright.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Knocking back.
The edge. Don't go too far.
Everyone in. Try to get to inside. Flame. Slam.
Target you.
Charge the green.
Knocking back.
Warm about.
Shockwave.
Flame.
Shockwave.
Slam.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength.
The middle now.
The next iteration was imbued
Directly
with
in the middle.
excessive arcane power.
So the boss is over here. We shall hero.
Lucky step.
Dodge. Swirl. First one for weapon.
Lucky step.
You. Swirl. First violent eruption. Do not dispel. Drax is defensive.
AoE is a
Okay, him. Dispel that. Bring boss to add.
Target you.
Back to center.
Lucky step.
While this is going on. Bring him to the center now. Range after that one.
Creature with unstable arcane surges. Useless. We refine the infusion process.
Bring that right to the center. Right in between them.
Everyone else should be in the middle.
Get out. Dog rack.
Witness my strength.
A master spell. Out of the middle. Rack out.
1 second.
Oh.
Second.
Bring him dead.
Need everyone on these ads.
Bring him in between these two ads. Yep. Bring him up. Lift up. Come down. Bring boss between two ads for melee. Bring two ads for our ad. Spell Grim. Spell Addo and Saw.
Again.
Okay, him.
Yeah, clean up these ads.
With this stuff.
Witness my strength.
Spells and down the middle.
Yeah, we got way too many ads out again.
And he hit it.
Yeah, we should not be moving the boss towards where the balls are. I think we're doing too much. We're hurting ourselves too much by moving the boss from the middle of the room, like, to the outer edge. Like, really. I know we're trying to use the melee to do orbs, but I think that's causing more problems than it's worth.
Yeah, that was. Do not release if you have not released yet. We have a res.
Yeah, I think, honestly, the boss should just go right back to the middle of the room. Roughly. Whatever's viable for space there. Even after he finishes the strafe, he goes right back to the middle of the room.
Yeah, melee that don't have natural cleave should be trying to stay on boss right now.
Yeah.
Which actually would be just you, Brax.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because Brack and I have natural cleave. Just
I
having
have
boss
one.
gear
I have one cleave on a 30-second cooldown.
Oh, you're saying with sweeping strikes.
Question.
Yeah.
Why do you not want to get hit by the big roar thing? Because it doesn't put like a debuff on you or anything. It's just a damage
Big
hit.
orb?
The roar in the first phase.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
It's more damage. You take more damage the closer you are to the boss. Once you're out of like the purple mist that's got the edge of it, because it's not a very discernible edge for some reason, because they love doing that. Then you've minimized the damage. There's a certain once you're past the rough edge of where it is, like the size of the circle he's standing in right now. Again, that circle on the plate on the floor. Once you're past that distance from him, you're at the base, the floor of the damage you're going to take. You can't reduce it any further.
But I've been standing in it, and it hasn't been doing that much damage.
No, because it could. Because again, it's reduced based on how far you are away from the boss. So you don't need to like run across the room. All we're trying to do is mitigate the amount of healing, the damage that people take.
Yeah, just give me an idea how much it does when you're right up.
I've been standing on the boss, and I don't look like I take more damage than anybody else.
I hate.
Says the plate wearers.
I was gonna say. Rex, can I use an example real quick? Because health, just to give an idea.
Okay, go ahead.
The roar, if you're right up on top of him, almost one-shots Brax right now with his health. The actual...
368k.
3 or 4% health. So unless he gets like a lay on hands or something, he's dead on the next tick of any AoE damage.
Which damage is this?
That's
the roar.
That doesn't make sense because I'm not running out for roar. I'm literally standing at the boss. I don't run out with everybody else, and I don't take any more damage than anybody else.
Same.
I mean, we only get that in phase 1, though, right?
Yeah, like it's a couple of seconds of extra DPS, but like I'm not noticing more damage.
But our problem is not phase 1. If phase
agreed.
1 goes on for a couple extra seconds, not a big deal, really. Trying to just avoid all the extra mana usage, extra having to heal, that kind of stuff. I would just prefer people run at least halfway away from the boss. Don't get yourselves killed because you're trying to do this, right?
Yeah, if you can survive staying up on the boss as a melee of some sort, then as long as it's not going to be too much of a strain on healers there, fine. But that, honestly, as of right now, it's just trying to get phase 2 trying to get out before the third unstable essence, which we were really close that time. And then phase 3, just trying to mitigate how many circles and adds we have.
Yeah. Few optimizations, really. We're not going to change too much.
Yeah.
The last phase, we just have to consistently get that to be a little bit more. Everyone in the middle, move the things to the edge as needed, dispel in the proper place. Like consistency, knowing when things are going to happen, and then cleaning them up. I think we shouldn't use put the boss back in the middle. Have the melee go. If you're melee and you're running back to the boss during the strafe, and there's an orb on the way, kill the orb. Use that opportunity. But if there's nothing on the way as you're going back to the boss, just go straight to the boss and let the range deal with the rest. We'll try it that way, and we have to adjust. We'll adjust.
All right.
But we gotta keep damage on the boss. Keep going. We can't stop it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Not too bad.
Roar.
It did like 40.
Yeah.
Charges?
Oh, shit. We gotta not clear for 20 seconds.
That's fine.
Blink.
Shockwave.
Slam. Charges soon. Charges the green.
Knocking down.
Shockwave.
Slam. Another slam soon.
Shockwave.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked
Back
the
up.
desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power.
Ties to smash!
Hero.
Watching step.
Dodge swirl. Essence one.
Watching step.
Justin, hold off another spell. There. Range on the essence.
Watching step.
You.
Spell me.
Boss.
Final boss. Like the said, yes,
Sadly, a creature with unstable
Yeah.
arcane surges
Everyone
was
can help here.
useless, so we refined the infusion process.
crack.
Move to the middle. Move to the middle.
As far as I am. Range on ad. Erase out.
That was dispelled too. Shouldn't have been in the middle.
Spell Sean.
Is Destruct Sean?
Breath incoming.
That's right.
Out of the middle.
Target you.
Back in.
No.
Oh, no. Too early, too early, too early. People didn't go far enough.
Yep.
You gotta go farther.
I was told pass in.
Just take the wipe.
Yep. That is my bad.
Yeah, there's the 3 invisible lanes in the room. We need enough people to be in the 2 outer ones when he hits the other end of the room to make his decision.
And square and triangle are the edges of the line. Alright.
Don't release. Do not release.
Good job on only getting 2 of those. You killed before the 3rd came out.
Yeah, I think if we let the one ad there at the end get a cast or 2 off to try to get the boss phase, that actually might work out better.
Yeah, each one pulses for 60k to the raid for every every 6 to 7 seconds. It's actually pretty long.
Yeah, it just hurts a lot when
when there's multiple.
When there's multiple, that's why we want them cleared. When it comes to like trying to phase through, I think ignoring the one isn't gonna be too bad. Until after it's phased, and then just clean up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Knocking down.
Run out if you need to. Charges into the green side.
Shockwave.
Slam. Another slam soon.
Shockwave.
Bone splinter!
Charges over.
Knocking down.
Or if you need to move out, move out.
Shockwave.
Dodge slam. Another slam soon.
Shockwave.
Another charge soon.
Target you.
Charge to the other side.
Obviously, our first prototype
And
lacked the
center.
desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power. Toys to smash!
Hero.
Walking step.
Dodge forward.
Walking step.
You dodge swirl.
AoE is in.
Interruption, do not dispel. Range, go ahead and switch to the stop.
Walking step.
Dodge swirls. Focus forward. Chill out.
A creature
Going
with
to red cleanup.
unstable arcane surges was useless, so we refined the infusion process. Die, lesser thing!
Everyone should be in the middle circle.
I got dispel.
Spell brat.
I need one too.
Yep. Range switch.
Witness my strength!
Dispel Silex. Yep.
The ads. He's about to strafe.
Breath inject.
Out. Remember to run far and wait.
I'm dead soon.
Move back to the middle.
That's right.
I can't believe I was taking that much damage from the dot.
Can we, like, bop it off you?
No.
Magic.
The tank debuff?
I was gonna say.
Target you.
No, bop gets rid of bleeds. If it was a bleed, we could bop it.
It's
I
not
don't think
physical,
it's
no.
Yeah, it's not even categorized as one.
So we dispel it off ourselves. It's just that if one tank's dead, then we can't do that.
Yep.
Is Infused Strikes his melee attack?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's doing a ridiculous amount of damage.
Dude, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those hits before I died.
Mm-hmm. It's not so much those, it's the dots.
Yeah, the actual attack is a mix of physical and arcane. It has regular auto attack plus extra arcane damage.
I'm surprised I was taking that much damage right there. I only had like, what, 6 stacks?
Yeah, I don't think it was 7 yet. So if you look at like total damage taken by the entire raid, that dot is 31% of all damage everybody's taking.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because if you once you got your food buff, if you swap to bear form real quick, yeah, it's doing about 60 your health every tick at 6 stacks.
Hmm.
It's doing 100. Yeah, 100.
No, we'll do one more, real quick.
I'm running really fast.
Well, you want to get like 14 or 15 for the timing to line up. It's good timing for the tanks to clear at about that number.
Is that when the debuff itself goes off, or?
You can clear earlier. The problem is when you clear, everybody gets the 20-second stacking dot,
know,
so you
that's what I
can't
was asking.
clear with it.
Is if that clears by the time you guys do that, or if there's a good amount of time between.
We can't do it too often.
Yeah, honestly, I'll try to keep watch of the debuff and tell you to do it.
I mean, there's a few times where each of us have like 10 stacks that we're holding because it's right as the boss dies.
I mean, for me, I'm fine with like 10 to 12 as long as I have a mob to hit. When I'm dead is if I can't hit a mob.
Yeah.
When we run to the edge, I have to have 0 stacks, or it's more dangerous than when I have 10 stacks and I can hit the boss.
I wasn't anticipating the damage, so I don't think I even popped my emergency heal.
We'll give one more try and then we'll readjust as we need to.
It's like Maltharion one-shotting me yesterday.
4.
It's like, what?
3, 2, 1.
I will beat you into pulp!
Or soon.
Nothing then boom!
Charge soon.
Target you. Shockwave. Shockwave.
Charge soon.
Bone splinter!
Charges the green.
Nothing then.
Roar.
Shockwave. Shockwave.
Obviously, our first prototype lacked the desired strength. The next iteration was imbued with excessive arcane power.
For when?
Just after the first swirl.
After the swirlies.
The whole turn for a little one. Dodge swirl.
Now, hero.
Yep. For a second. Dodge swirl.
AoE is in.
Now interrupt option, do not dispel. Dispel stars. Spawn. World.
Lost.
A creature with unstable arcane surges was useless,
Target
so
you.
we refined the infusion process. Die, lesser things!
Incinerate. Spell light.
Witness my strength!
Target you.
Stop me.
Dispel stars. And dispel light.
Breath in
Out of the middle. Wait, back
Now.
in.
Dispel K. And dispel light.
Clean up the ads.
Incinerate out.
Target you.
That's bogus. That orb ricocheted off of him. And he still got the absorb.
Lord. Dispel silence.
Breath incoming.
In the middle.
Personal.
Wait.
And
Go. Back in.
Heck no personal.
Bring up bed.
We really should be catching up on ads every time here. Okay.
Another ad. Another 2 ads. Dispel stuff.
Perfection incarnate.
Target you. Breath incoming.
Dispel bed.
Out of middle. Out of middle.
Wait. Back in.
Back in.
And back.
He got another orb.
Incinerate should be out. Dispel bed.
Witness my strength!
Dispel kick.
Breath incoming.
Incinerate
Breath.
from above!
Yeah, we're not killing the ads fast enough, or we're spawning them way too quickly. Like, I'm thinking 10 stacks is too low. Either that or DPS has to go up significantly.
Yeah. So
No.
I will say though that if someone gets targeted by both Essence and Disintegrate, that is just not.
It drains
That
your
only-
health.
Welcome to the Dragon
yeah.
Isles.
I did cleanse a few that were only at 8 because they also had the disintegrate circle.
Yeah, and that's honestly has to be done. Is having both of those is death sentence.
Once I got up to like 10 stacks with the disintegrator, I mean, I was losing about a quarter of my health per second.
Yeah. I saw when I was trying to call Bed's Dispel, I saw her go from full health to dead. Long knows we're trying to keep her up.
But if we have a bigger group, that's less likely to happen.
Well, I mean, also having some more gear next means more damage, means it should be a little easier, and people should have more health. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Have a good night,
Talk to
guys.
you guys later.
Yep.